guys, it's Lauren, and I know I don't particularly talk a lot about writing on this channel, but I'm hoping to remedy that today with my somewhat controversial opinion on writer's block. Unsurprisingly, in November last year, I was at a convention called the Doctor Who Festival, which happened down in London. I was having a religious experience in the writers' panel when some pleb asked the question. Hi, hi. I was just wondering, as an aspiring writer, how do you cope with block? First of all, nobody is an aspiring writer. If you want to write, you sit down and you write. It is literally that difficult. Take the Yoda philosophy, you write or you do not write, there is no try. You won't be an instant success and you may never be published, but the only way to find out is just to sit down and do some writing. Style, skill and form all come with practice, but do or do not, there is no try. But as you can guess by the title of this video, it was the part about block that really got under my skin. If you're wondering why I'm bringing this up all these months later, it's because my con buddy recently told me that the remarks the writers made in response to this had received quite a lot of hate on Twitter. People thought the writers were being mean to a fan. Personally, I found their responses really honest and refreshing and sincerely helpful. Disclaimer, I don't hate Stephen Moffat. And so Stephen Moffat uttered onto us that there is no such thing as block. Like any hard job, people get stuck. And writing is one of the hardest jobs. Being stuck doesn't mean you're a bad writer or that you're stupid. It means that something isn't working. Sitting around and waiting for a muse to come and kiss it and make it better isn't going to do any good for your writing. You have to go back through what you've done, analyse it, unpick the mistake, and then carry on from that point again. It's called editing. I don't understand how these are particularly unreasonable comments because this is my exact opinion on the matter and it always has been. Writing is not Ewan McGregor in Moulin Rouge. It's not some grand bohemian ideal, a statement about the political frame of mind. As much as we hate it, it's part of the creative industries. If these writers don't write, they don't put food on the table, they don't support their families, we don't get the excellent content that we receive frequently. And if your child is going hungry, you can't say, "Sorry dear, the muse didn't turn up for work today." Their living comes from words and redrafts and edits and working hard. So I've developed a couple of methods that really help me when I get stuck. I save the document I'm working on, I close it down and I open a new one. Then pick a random topic as far as possible from what you're writing and just free write. If you don't know what free writing is, essentially you just set a time limit and you do not stop writing through that whole time. Nothing has to make sense. There has to be no grammar, nothing. It's just a string of thought and ideas, and then you go back and you edit it and you see if there's any ideas that you can pull out of there. And that might not be particularly relevant to the project you were just working on, but it gives you a new perspective and hopefully some new ideas. In order to get fresh ideas in motion, you have to exercise the laziness of block and just write. And on this theme I found a couple of quotes I'd like to share with you. It's serious business when the quote book comes out. There's no such thing as writer's block. That was invented by people in California who couldn't write. Terry Pratchett. Said con buddy sent me the next quote after we'd had that very heated discussion in a coffee shop about the Twitter hate. Excuse me, it's on my iPad. There's a phrase, sitzfleisch, which means just plain sitting on your ass and getting it done, just showing up for work. My uncle Raphael was a painter, and he used to say, if the muse is late for work, start without her. You have to be there. You have to be there and do it and grind it out, even when it's grinding and you know you're probably going to rewrite it all tomorrow. Peter S. Beagle. And to be honest, I think a mix of those two quotes perfectly sum up my stance on this issue. If you have any extra tips on getting unstuck or writing in general, please leave them in the comments, I'd be happy to see those. And also, if you disagree with me, tell me why in the comments. Let's have a spirited YouTube debate. See you soon guys, bye.